Although I am a fan of Messi, the Ballon d'Or 2023 vote is a joke. Haaland had a better performance last season, so Messi's victory is completely undeserved. Remember, Haaland, with Man City, won the treble and broke many scoring records. In my opinion, he was the best player of the past 12 months. Before starting the video, please take 3 seconds to subscribe to our YouTube channel. This will help our team to have more motivation to create more quality videos. Don't forget to ring the bell to be able to follow and update many interesting stories about the world of football. Hearing these statements, one would immediately think that there is another joke about Messi's 8th Ballon d'Or, until one knows it comes from German football legend Lothar Matthäus. Messi's title is undeserved. This is proof that the World Cup is more important than any other competition. Lothar Matthäus implies that Messi won the Ballon d'Or thanks to the World Cup, but he forgets that this is also the factor that helped him surpass Marco van Basten to win the 1990 Ballon d'Or when defeating Maradona's Argentina in the final. Matthäus's assessment cannot change the result that has been set, but there will be some who will use this to attack Messi's title. Therefore, in this video, let's go back to the 2022-2023 season once more to see how Lothar Matthäus made such wrong assessments about Messi and the 2023 Ballon d'Or. Messi's excellence through the numbers the moment Messi lifted the World Cup trophy at Lusail Stadium, people soon realized that he was the chosen one. Messi once again recreated Diego Maradona's 1986 World Cup miracle in Mexico by scoring 7 goals and 3 assists in 7 matches in Qatar. The fact that he was heavily involved in 10 goals accounted for more than 2 or 3 of Argentina's total goals in the tournament, and one can imagine why Messi was naturally awarded the World Cup Golden Ball before even entering the final. In addition, Messi was even more impressive as one of the few players to have at least 10 goal involvements in a World Cup since assist statistics were recorded. Only legends like Gerd Müller, Sandor Kocsis, and Just Fontaine are above 10 goal involvements, while Pelé, Maradona, Eusebio, and Mbappé are only as excellent as Messi in their World Cup. However, the most distinctive and the most elite point must be mentioned when Messi is the first player in World Cup history to score in the group stage, round of 16, quarterfinals, semifinals, and finals. This certainly has to be recorded in the history books of the World Cup, because many players like Jairzinho, Just Fontaine, Salvatore Schillaci have done it with 6 matches at the World Cup, but 7 is only Messi can do. And don't forget that Messi also contributed the most goals in the World Cup finals with a total of 21 goals, including 13 goals and 8 assists. This record will wait for Mbappé or some other star to break. But it will certainly take a decade for people to find someone to dethrone Messi at the World Cup, because there is only one every 4 years. Despite participating in the World Cup 5 times, it was only the last time in his career that Messi showed all the qualities of a great man. Leading the 2022 World Cup in terms of shots, shots on target, chances created, and successful fouls, Messi also participated in more build-up plays to shots than any other player in the tournament. All were done by Messi at the age of 35, right at the end of his career, and few people thought he would carry the entire Argentina team on his back to become world champions. Playing in every match at the World Cup also helped Messi become the player with the most appearances in tournament history with 26 times, surpassing Lothar Matthäus's 25 times. Perhaps because a more famous character than himself overshadowed him, the former German midfielder had some unfair statements. Even without the World Cup, perhaps PSG would not have had the tragic end of the 2022-2023 season as seen. Everyone recognizes before the World Cup, PSG is dominating in Ligue 1 and the Champions League. Their destructive trio is Messi, Mbappé, and Neymar, playing football to defeat all opponents, and really if they playfully without being interrupted about the World Cup, then clearly PSG can go further. The physical condition of Messi, Mbappe, and Neymar went down severely after they had exhausted at the World Cup, led to unnecessary injuries. Not only being eliminated in the Champions League, but PSG almost lost League One. Messi personally should not be ranked in the ranks of a failed 2022-2023 season. If the runner-up in the Ballon d'Or race, Erling Haaland, had a very successful season when he won the treble and also contributed to 61 goals, then Messi was not far behind. Messi's total contribution at the club is 41, with 21 goals and 20 assists. Even more amazing, at PSG, Messi does not have the responsibility of penalty kicks, so the number of 21 goals is really impressive. While Haaland at Man City is the team's #1 penalty taker and having more goals is understandable. And if you combine the 2022 World Cup, Messi has a total contribution of 51 goals, only 10 less than Haaland. But in return, Messi has a title that a player tries to win the World Cup championship in his lifetime, which can be counted on the fingers. That is the reason the 2023 Ballon d'Or has found a deserving owner. Haaland is excellent, but he is still far from breathing in the World Cup atmosphere. And if that's not convincing enough, the next thing will be an equally important part of choosing the best player in the world right now. Emotions come from the ballots. Since 2010, France football no longer controls the jury of European journalists, as in the first vote in 1956, but it has been expanded to journalists across continents. Different from previous years when there were up to 180 journalists from 180 countries around the world participating in voting. From 2022, France football has shortened the list to only 100 journalists, representing countries with national teams in the top 100 according to FIFA rankings at the time of being invited to vote. And what will happen if journalists hold ballots in their hands with names like Messi, Mbappe, Haaland, and De Bruyne? Surely they will wait for their brains to review the events of the 2022-2023 season to see who is first on the ballot. Accordingly, when looking at Messi, everyone will remember the overwhelming emotion he made with the Argentina team at the World Cup. The short films running in the heads of those with expertise make it even clearer how great Messi is when he steps onto the world's peak. A superstar shines at crucial moments, scoring a double in the final. Those are the most perfect things to evaluate Messi as the brightest candidate from fair journalists. Because when looking at Haaland for the 2022-2023 season, he is excellent, breaking a series of records and winning big titles, but still not creating enough deep impressions in the brains of experts. The question, where is Haaland? In Man City's finals, has not yet been answered by the Norwegian striker. When Haaland escapes the care of the opponent's defenders in big matches, he can be compared with Messi. But in the 2022-2023 season, the European Golden Shoe was completely powerless. This is a pretty big minus. No matter how excellent Haaland is, he is still stuck in the drowning performances at crucial moments. Experts and voting journalists just need that to see that Haaland is still not on par with Messi in the 2023 Ballon d'Or race. By now, it is clear why Messi won this title. Not only Lothar Matthäus, but almost no one is allowed to be upset when the 2023 Ballon d'Or is given to such a deserving person. The sins of France football will pile up if they give the Ballon d'Or to the undeserving for France. Of course, it didn't happen because Messi held the 8th Ballon d'Or in the consensus of everyone present that day. Emotion and title. 8 Ballon d'Ors in a career with 44 collective titles. This world only Messi can do. Once again, I am TD Sports. If you find this video interesting, please support us by liking the video and subscribing to the channel to update the latest and most interesting sports news of the day. See you again in the next videos.